Hey everybody, 10 years. It's the 10-year anniversary since Fred made it all the way home from Afghanistan to the United States. We're so excited to celebrate this day with you, and we're going to have just a lot of fun sharing, pictures and videos of Fred in Afghanistan and everywhere he's been since. We're going to introduce you to a lot of awesome people that were a huge part of Operation Fred, and we could never have done it without them. You're going to meet Sergio, the Marine intelligence analyst that helped me hide Fred on Camp Leatherneck. You're going to meet Issa, an EOD guy who helped hide Fred too. You're going to meet Mark, aka Top. If you've read Craig and Fred, our book, you know all about Top. He helped me sneak Fred up the back of the helicopter and took great care of Fred when we were in the field too. And you're going to meet Joe, another recon Marine who is just an incredible guy. When we were in Fred's hometown, he took a bullet to the helmet and recovered in the field, and one of the only things he remembers is a little white dog coming in and spending time with him while he was recovering. And you're also going to meet some members of my family who made it possible for Fred to have an awesome home for 4 months until I got back. So buckle up. It's going to be a lot of fun, and happy anniversary, bud. I love you. Good boy.
Well, what an amazing story it is. It's been about 10 years. I still, to this day, it's unbelievable to me. But what an amazing story. So glad to see that Fred is wagging his tail everywhere. And he continues to be an inspiration to many people, including myself. I'm very privileged to be a part of that story. And I hope that Fred continues to wag his tail everywhere he goes for many years to come, and for others to follow for many years to come as well.
Soccer playing dog. Ha, go get it.
Hey everyone, my name is Issa, and the first time I ever saw Fred was actually in Afghanistan on the EOD compound when Matt and Dave were actually babysitting him for a short time on the EOD compound. Looked over, Matt was walking him outside throughout the compound, and I saw this little white, fluffy, furry, brownish orange and white dog kind of scurrying around on a leash and off leash. And that was my first interaction with Fred from a distance. Didn't really get to meet him because it was kind of a secret. He was actually on the compound, but that's when we actually first met, per se. What Craig and Fred mean to me? I mean, Craig means an insurmountable amount to me, as well as Fred, as far as telling Justin's story, and a story of positivity and stubborn positivity that just has helped me to learn so much in getting through some tough times myself. So I would say Craig and Fred, their story is just an amazing story that I could never, ever, 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 I don't think we would ever find another story like that, as far as like the unsurmountable odds that they had to go through to kind of get Fred back to the United States. And in one misdirection, one change in that whole chain of events that led to Fred coming back to the United States could have ended it all. One different thing happening, So that's what it means to me. It's an amazing story. It's, like I said, it's unbelievable that a dog from Afghanistan was able to make his way all the way back to the United States and be with Craig here. And the circumstances that we were involved in on that deployment in that valley, the Sangin River Valley, were just unbelievable as well. So for a dog to survive that long in that valley, and for us as Marines to survive in that valley with everything we were going through in that story, it's just unbelievable and amazing. and I will cherish that story and remember that story for the rest of my life. It kind of guides me through the rest of my life. So, Craig, Fred, love you guys, and thank you for telling your story.
You want that one that I...
What's he got? Freddie?
You want the one I used from yesterday? It's the one with...
Wow. Fred, 10 years in country, in our country. That's awesome. Took us a bit to get you here, but hey, we're proud of you, buddy. And Craig, thank you for taking care of that little guy. We didn't know if he's going to be a big dude or a little dude. And he turned out the little dude with the big heart. And it's awesome. Hey, thank you guys. Love you.
Years, Fred. Welcome to your 10-year anniversary coming home from Afghanistan. I'm Joe. Fred, to me, represented hope on a battlefield that probably at the time felt a little bit hopeless. He was comfort to me at a time that I needed comfort. Today, Fred still represents all those things, all that's good that came back from Afghanistan, all those adventures he went on with us. As I think the best way to put it is a runty little dog with a really, really big head. But we fell in love with him, and you know, to this day, Fred remains the greatest thing to come out of Afghanistan, along with the friendships that he's brought and the people he has brought together and continues to bring together over the years. So Fred, here's to 10 more years if we're so blessed.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm Craig's sister.
Hi, I'm Dennis. I'm Craig's father.
And I'm Bryn, his stepmom.
Well, we'd just like to say a little bit about Fred, our adopted dog that came to us from Afghanistan. He added a lot to our lives. Bryn and I were living a very casual, retired lifestyle, and then all of a sudden we became accustomed to Fred's lifestyle, and he pretty much dictated our schedule. And it wasn't long before he added a whole lot of excitement and love to our lives, and we grew to love the guy, and we still do. Brent?
Yes, and we love having him come back and watching him howl and cry when he comes back, and he's always welcome here. It's his second home, and Ruby's, so we love having him.
And I think what Fred, why Fred's so important to me is he is remarkable, and when you spend more than a minute with him, you realize that, but his story is also so remarkable when you think about all of the people that had to come together from different walks of life, from different corners of the world, in order to get that little guy to the States. And they risked so much, and they went out of their way, and they cared so deeply for this dog. And what it means to me is that it connects all of us. It reminds me that we're all in this together. It restores my faith in humanity, and it just, I think it brings us back to the fact that we are all inherently good people, and that we are hardwired to help each other. And he continues to build connections and to unify us as a human race, which is pretty amazing when you think about the fact that he walks around on all fours.
When I came home from Afghanistan, it was Fred's turn to rescue me. When I tried to build walls to hide from the world I'd come home to, he tore them down. Together with Nora and Ruby, we traveled the country sharing our story, exploring the human and physical terrain of our world. Through our books and speaking events, we are proud to spread a message of peace, and love, born in the chaos and violence of war. In 10 years, I think it's pretty clear, at least it is to us, that not a whole lot has changed about Fred except for his geography and just all the places and people that he's been to and met and explored and traveled. We're so grateful, and just looking back, on some of those places and people, I have to be most grateful for a certain person that he's brought into my life. And her dog, Ruby, who's now our dog. And we are a happy little pack of 4.
The happiest.
And I love you, baby.
I love you too.
I can't wait to marry you.
Ah,
Yeah. Right, Fred?
that's
You're gonna be the flower girl and my best man?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here you go.
What about you, Rubes? You gonna be the best man too? Yeah.
Hey, good boy. All right.
Oh, I love you, Freddie. Happy 10-year anniversary
10
to you
years,
both.
bud. Yeah.
Oh, I love being a part
All right.
of your ongoing adventures all over. We've been to every state except for 2,
Yeah.
and you've met so many people that love you so
Alaska
much.
and Hawaii. Well, we'll get there.
I love every day witnessing you two heal each other and heal the world. And we love all of you.
We love you guys so much.
Thank
We're
you
having
so much.
so much fun. We're so grateful every day for the love and support and of our story and what we do. And we're just getting started.
That's right.
There you go, buddy. My little girl. All right. Here's to another 10.
Let's go.